Hello everybody, how are you? Hoping you are doing good. My name is teacher Dima. I'm from Al Banoon Academy. Today inshallah we will going to complete our reading lesson. In the last time we started with unit 3. The title of our unit is Birds of the Oceans and Lakes. Birds of the oceans and lake. All of us know what is the oceans and what is the lakes, and we decided that oceans and lake are plural nouns. Okay? We started to know about and to have more and more information about an amazing bird. The name of this bird is albatross. Albatross is an ocean bird. It lives in the ocean, and this bird have the longest wings in the world. Okay? We read this paragraph and we have some questions on it. Okay, I will reread it, then we complete about ocean birds. Albatross are the most amazing travelers. The great albatross has the longest wings in the world, and it can fly 400 kilometers in a day. Albatrosses can grab fish from the sea easily because they have hooked beaks. Here, grab, the meaning of grab, catch. Okay, because they had hooked beaks. It's not an ordinary beaks, منقار عادي, no, it's a hooked, معقوف, okay? They had a hooked beaks. What the meaning of hooked beaks? منقار معقوف. Why? To grab fish from the sea. They can dive. What the meaning of dive? Swim under the water. Dive, swim under the water. The Arabic meaning of it يغطس, وهي verb كمان, وgrab هون verb. Can dive under the water, and some of them can dive down 12 meters. 12 meters. This is the water, the surface, and 12 meters under the water. It's an amazing bird. Albatrosses live for 50 to 60 years. Unfortunately, these beautiful birds are in danger. Fishing boats pull huge nets through the ocean. The nets trap many albatrosses when they dive in the water, and the birds drown. More than 100,000 albatrosses die in this way every year. Here we have drown, to die in the water, يغرق. Okay? Look at this picture. Here we have a albatross, and the baby of albatross we call chick. And look at the beak of albatross is a hooked beak. Okay, hooked beak. Albatross chick stays on land for 9 months. Then they can fly. Okay. Today, inshallah, we are going to complete about ocean birds. We will talk about a beautiful bird, penguin. Look at the picture. We have penguin, okay? This is a beautiful bird, live in a cold places, full of snow and cold weather. Subhanallah, our God create for them small feathers. What to create for them? Small feathers. Why they have small feathers? Because small feathers trap. Here trap is a verb, معناها يمنع. Okay, air and keep the bird warm. Small feathers trap the air, يمنع الهواء من دخول جسمهم, and keep the bird warm. Look at the wing of penguin. Look at the shape of its wing. It's not an ordinary wing. It's not like other wings. Why? Because penguin is an excellent swimmer. Our God create their wings like this shape to swim perfectly. Okay, penguins cannot fly, but they are excellent swimmers. So our God created for them this wings like this shape to swim perfectly. So penguins have small feathers. Why? Because small feathers trap air and keep bird warm, and penguins cannot fly. But they are excellent swimmers, and they have also hooked beak. Hooked beak منقار معقوف y to catch fish easily. Okay? Let's know more information about our amazing bird penguin. We will read the paragraph together. Penguin. Some penguins live in very cold places. So they live in cold places. Others live in warm places. So look at these words. Here we have cold, warm. Cold and warm are adjectives. The emperor penguin is the tallest. So what is the tallest penguin? It is the emperor. How tall is the emperor penguin? It is 110 centimeters tall. The smallest is the little blue penguin. So we have two kinds of penguin. We have the emperor, it is the tallest penguin, and we have the little blue penguin, it is the smallest penguin. And how tall is the little blue penguin? It's only 40 centimeters tall. Okay, so we have two kinds of penguin. We have the emperor and we have the little blue penguin. The emperor is the tallest, the little blue penguin is the smallest. The tall of emperor is 110 centimeters and the tall of a little blue penguin is 40 centimeters. Penguins can see underwater so well. So penguins can see well underwater. Subhanallah, they can see very good underwater because they are excellent swimmer. So they can catch. Here we have another verb, catch. خدنا قبل شوي كلمة بنفس معناها اللي هي grab. The same meaning of catch. إذا حكيت لك في الامتحان find out a verb the same meaning with catch and grab, or the same meaning with grab, it's catch. So they can catch fish in the ocean. The emperor penguin can dive down. Dive حكينا يغطس. Swim in the water. Can dive down 565 meters and it can stay underwater without air for 20 minutes. So penguin is excellent swimmer. Okay? Here we have questions about penguin. What is the tallest penguin? It is the emperor. What is the smallest penguin? The little blue penguin. How do penguins' feather keep it warm? Because the small feather trap air. Here, because small feathers شو بتعمل؟ trap اللي هي يعني تمنع بفعل air. So it keep it warm. Okay? Now we talked about ocean's bird, albatross and penguin. Now we will move to lake bird. Lake bird. الطيور اللي بتعيش عند البحيرات. Okay? We will see a beautiful bird. Look at the pictures. What a beautiful bird. Look at the picture. Here we have this beautiful bird with a tall neck. Look at its neck and the beak and tall feathers and with large wings and with a white beautiful feathers. Look at this bird. What we call this bird? It is a swan. It's a beautiful bird. Very, very beautiful. Okay, and this is the baby of a swan. It's ugly. It's not as beautiful as his mother. Look at this baby. It's not beautiful as his mother, but it is cute, right? The name of this baby is Signet. So we start to talk about the lake bird, and we start with this beautiful bird. We will start with this beautiful bird. We call it the swan, okay? And this is the baby of a swan, the ugly baby of a swan. We call it Signet, okay? This is a picture of new words we will talked in when we talked about swan. Look at this feet. Here we have fingers, okay? Fingers, and between fingers we have the skin. So these fingers are not separated. يعني الأصابع هون مش مفصولة. They are connected by skin. These called webbed feet. Okay, most of birds, of lake bird اللي هي الطيور بتكون عند البحيرات, our God create for them webbed feet, fingers, and they connected with the skins. Not they don't have separated fingers. They have fingers connected with the skin. This is the skin here, and these are fingers. Okay, نحكي لها webbed feet. ليش؟ Our God create for the most birds in the lake webbed feet, because these feet help the birds to swim perfectly. They make the birds an excellent swimmers. Okay, حكينا إنه معظم البirds they have common things. الأشياء المشتركة بين الطيور, they have wings, they have beak, they have feathers. والإشي المشترك بين أغلب الطيور اللي في البحيرة, they have webbed feet. Look at this webbed feet. They have fingers, and between fingers skin connect these fingers. We called webbed feet. Why our God create for them webbed feet? It helped them to swim perfectly. And most of birds in the lake play nest. This is nest. They use these small branches, okay, to build nest. What an amazing creature. They are small engineers. كأنهم مهندسين صغار. هاي الطيور عم بيبنوا بيوتهم. This is a small nest built by a beautiful bird. They use just their beak. How they build a nest? By using their beak. هم عم بيبنوا أعشاشهم باستخدام المنقار فقط. They don't have hands. They don't have machines. ما عندهم آلات. Okay, so they, سبحان الله, they build their nest just by using their beak. Let's go to our paragraph about swan. S-W-A-N. This is a beautiful bird, lake bird. This bird live beside next to lake, not in the ocean, lake. Swans build the most enormous nest in the plant near the water. So how is their nest? They are the most enormous, ضخم بيكون, okay, in the plants near the water. They use what? They use small branches, and they build the most enormous. Enormous here, it's an adjective. The meaning of it, very huge. Okay, and the build here is a verb. والswans هون يمس plural noun. Okay, so swans build the most enormous nests in the plants near the water. So where does swan build their nest? Near the water. بالقرب. Near here also it's an adjective. Let's read the paragraph about the swan to know more information about our beautiful bird. The mother and father birds build a nest from twigs. So, who built the nest? The mother and father birds. اللي هم mother and father of a swan bird, okay? Build the nest from what? Twigs and small branches. الفروع الصغيرة twigs الأغصان and small branches الفروع الصغيرة للشجر. They stay together for life. How many times they stay together? They stay together for life. The mother bird lays. Here lays is a verb. تضع معناها 4 to 7 eggs. Okay, so the mother and father birds build a nest from twigs. So what did they use? What did they use? They use twigs and the small branches. They stay together for life. The mother, how many eggs did the mother lay? The mother of swan lay 4 to 7 eggs. Okay. A baby swan is cygnet. The ugly chick is called cygnet. C-Y-G-N-E-T. Cygnet. The parents can carry the cygnets. How did they handle with their baby? They carry the cygnets on their backs when they are very young, because cygnets cannot swim and cannot fly. So what did they do? The parent swan carry their cygnets on their backs. Okay, look at this picture. This is called webbed feet. This webbed feet, here we have 2 fingers and between them we have skin. We call it as webbed feet. Most of birds, lake birds, have webbed feet to help them to swim perfectly. These wide, flat feet help the swan to swim. Many water birds have webbed feet like these. Okay, let's complete. Swans live in rivers. Where did they live? They live on river, not in ocean. And small lakes. Okay, so where did the swan live? They live on rivers and small lakes. Usually they are white, but so what is the color of a swan? So usually they are white. Beautiful bird. But sometimes the swans have black heads and necks. Sometimes they have black head and necks. The tall necks will be black. Okay, the young cygnets are gray, not white. They are gray. They are not as beautiful as the adult birds, but slowly their white feathers appear. شوي بس يكبروا بيظهر عندهم الريش الأبيض. After a year they are as strong as and graceful. Strong adjective معناها قوي. Graceful كمان adjective معناها رشيق. Okay, as their parents. Okay, so after 1 year their baby cygnets become beautiful, strong and graceful birds. Okay, let's see some questions about swan. How many eggs does mother swan lay? We talked about 4 to 7 eggs. Okay, what are swan feet like? It is webbed feet. Where do swans live? Near river and small lakes. Okay? So in our unit we talked about ocean birds اللي هم كانوا عندنا albatross and penguin. Today we start with in our unit we talked about ocean birds اللي هم albatross والpenguin, and today we talked about lake bird اللي هم كان عندنا swan, and we will continue with another beautiful bird we called goose. Okay, look at the beautiful bird. What an amazing bird. Here we have this beautiful bird. Look at the bird. This is called goose. Goose don't have long neck like a swan. The neck of goose is shorter than a swan, and it have a colorful feathers, not white. Here we have white, black, brown. Okay, so his feather have many color. Okay, this is the baby goose. We call it gooseling. The baby goose, we call it gooseling. Goose live near also small lakes and river. So we talked about swan. Swan, beautiful bird, have white feathers with long neck. And now we talked about goose. Goose have a shorter neck with colored feathers, and the baby goose called gooseling. Let's read the paragraph of goose. Okay, look at the picture. A baby goose is a gooseling. Okay, this is the baby goose. They are on their mother back. Okay, the plural of goose, G-O-O-S-E, is geese. G-E-E-S-E. Goose is singular noun. Geese is a plural noun. Okay, many geese are wild. But كيف يعني wild يا مس؟ يعني برية ما بتتربى في البيوت. But you can see geese on farms. ممكن تشوفهم في المزارع. Okay, بس الأغلبية هم wild bird. You can see geese on farms too. They live, where do they live? Near water. They can swim well. They can fly also. So geese can swim well, can fly over the land. When they fly together, they make a huge V in the sky. They fly together and make a huge V on the sky. Here we have bird of geese, and they make a huge V in the sky. So our beautiful birds, the last beautiful bird is goose. The plural of goose is geese. Many geese are wild, but you can geese on farms too. They live near the water. So where did they live? They live near the water. They can swim well, and they can fly over the land. When they fly together, they make a huge V in the sky. The baby goose is gooseling. G-O-S-L-I-N-G. Okay, these are questions about goose. Where do geese live? Near the river. What is the baby goose called? Gooseling. Okay, my dear students, please read our unit, our lesson carefully. I will send to you questions about penguin, swan, and goose, and I hope of you to answer these questions and send the answers to me. Okay, thank you for your watching.